He said something in the countdown. He
Something.
said 5, 4, 3, something, 2, 1. There's nothing that comes between that.
You don't know that. It's Durf.
I
There's actually a lot of things that come in between that. You know, you could go to decimal
Like
points
Kyle will
and
come
all
between
that.
explain. This,
Shut
okay,
up, nerd.
there's so many things that come between it. Say them all in order.
5, 4, 3, 2, something. You could go 1.9999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999
Please.
Yeah, how long till that gets sampled in a rap song? No, 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 no.
Well,
That'd be a pretty
Sean,
good
you
song.
probably already did.
Kanye,
Yeah,
hit
I'm
me
working
up.
on it right now.
We can fix. I mean, not fix because Donda is great. I'm sorry, Andrew.
He's already fixed it. Kanye's
Oh,
already
okay.
come out and said that he's
Yeah.
he fixed it.
He already
removed
took
2
Chris Brown
features,
out.
so now it's perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Well, to be fair, adding Chris Brown was insult to injury, if I'm being honest.
Hmm.
Well, I feel like, you take Chris Brown out of anything and it makes it better.
Yeah, relationships better. Music's almost secondary at that point. Andrew,
Hmm.
have you come to your senses and updated your rating of
Yeah,
Donda?
come on, Andrew.
Have
It's a
you
5
come
No.
view, right?
shaking my head? Kyle's even shaking his head.
This is actually true. I'm currently shaking my head.
Yeah, yeah. Get real. Right?
I'm just
Having-
shaking.
Having your own opinion about music,
Yeah, that's not allowed.
get out of here. And especially when you can literally see in our Discord the greatest album of all time. You can look at the cover of it.
Weezer Ratitude?
Yeah. One of the greatest albums ever made. And Andrew denies it. Andrew says it's not that good.
When have I ever said that, Sean?
You have said that to me in confidence, and I'm sharing it with everybody. This is breaking news. All right. I sold
Damn it,
out.
Sean.
I sold out you to TMZ. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something to me.
Me?
Yeah, you just said, "Well, Sean," and then you didn't say anything.
Well, Sean. Good
Jason
morning, Kanye.
Derulo. Oh,
That's me.
You're Jason Derulo. Oh, we should introduce the special guest.
I'm Sean.
But
I am the star of Kissing Booth 4. Oh, what was that guy's name?
Which
The
one?
actor?
Nathan Derulo.
Yeah.
the guy that was inside was Noah Finn?
Noah Fant. I am Noah Fant, NFL tight end of the Denver Broncos.
Kyle, why do you know the cast of Kissing Booth?
Because I don't know if you know this, but I actually listened to the podcast.
Whoa, wait, hold up.
Oh,
That
That's
actually
not bad.
happens?
That's
Yeah.
not allowed.
I listened to
The
every
one
single
guy.
episode, guys. Don't
He's
worry, I
that
got
one
you.
guy.
Is
I
that
am
allowed?
that one guy. That is me.
I thought we just kept these podcasts private for our own viewing.
For
I
your
didn't think
own
we
viewing.
published it. I'm Logan.
Nice.
I'm Kyle with a C.
Ooh, Clyde. I'm Clyde.
Putting a C in Kyle just automatically adds a D as well. Is that what you're
And a
saying?
Y
Yeah.
and an L.
Okay, if Sean is Clyde, then who is going to be Inky, Blinky, and Pinky?
I was about
And
to say
Stinky.
that. It's not stinky. Shut the fuck up.
The
I'll be Pinky.
I'll be Blinky.
You'll be Pinky and the Stinky. What are you, Urban Meyer?
I guess Sean's Clyde then, cause yeah, he's a Clyde.
Can
anyways.
I? This is on the fringe of NFL discussion, but I just wanted to share because this is media and it's been very funny. There's like this college coach who has like he brings chaos everywhere he goes. His name's Urban Meyer, and he got in trouble at like the colleges he head coached at for like banging the co-eds and stuff. Like he's just a terrible person.
Nice.
He gets
Oh,
hired. He gets hired as the Jacksonville Jaguars head coach, We are 4 games into the season, and video comes out of him sending the team home after a loss, but staying in Ohio, where he's from, going to the bar he owns in Ohio, and then fingering some co-ed and got it on video, and now he's just
Jesus.
apologizing. He's like, and so people are obviously laughing at him because he's just a fucking idiot. But
He didn't even learn.
That's Sean's role model.
yeah, Urban Meyer, his fucking anti-vax wife and his dumb, stupid face, who thought Tim Tebow would be a good tight end. That's my role model. Yeah, I agree. Although you are wrong because despite him being, certainly a great role model for the kids, he did want to coach the Jacksonville Jaguars, and if you have at least a single brain cell left, you would not want to coach the Jacksonville Jaguars. People like to criticize the Detroit Lions for being a cursed franchise. They are, but Jacksonville right up there in terms of always being terrible, no matter what. They had one season where they almost beat the Patriots in the playoffs, and that's it. That's their peak.
Isn't that like the dream? Is to coach just a terrible team so that you still get a bunch of money, but you don't even have to coach them?
No, because everybody then makes fun of you.
Who cares? You're rich.
I mean, I guess, but
What are you talking? Who gives an episode?
You're not gonna get another
you
coaching job.
You just say haha poor, and then you win.
Yeah. But then what happens when you inevitably get caught fingering some co-ed in your bar?
You're right. That is inevitable.
Sean, I got you, okay? What you do is you go finger another one, the one who recorded it. And if it's the same girl, then you're in an endless loop. But then you record her fingering you, and then you call her out.
Yeah, I do want to say, he's notably, Urban Meyer, anytime he had to leave a college because of like a scandal, he would always say it was because of health concerns. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm my health, it's not doing well. I have to leave and go take another coaching job at a different school in 2 weeks."
Will they have a better health?
I did see a comment saying that we should be more nice to Urban Meyer because currently his health is in question. He's suffering from 2 collapsed testicles because of how much he came in his pants fingering this girl. I did appreciate that comment that was left for Urban. We just, he's got a...
Oh shit, he's like kind of old.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, he's not like some
He's
young...
like almost 60.
Yeah, he's grandkids. Yeah.
He's this old and been doing it this long and doesn't have like a system, bro. All you gotta do after
we're listening from Kyle with a C.
Yeah. After the fingering session, just pop a roofie in your own mouth. Then you get drug tested, and they're like, "Oh, you were roofied. Not your fault, bro. Easy clap."
Has this happened to you, Kyle?
Jesus fuck.
I cannot confirm or deny.
This what's gotten you in hot water?
Yeah, as you know, I'm in very hot water.
Yeah.
Did you
Have you
take
been talking
a
to
hot
other girls?
shower?
Did I take a hot shower?
Are you higher than a ladder?
Yeah.
Are you singing a song currently?
Jupiter's.
He is.
Yes.
The greatest song of all time. I'm surprised you didn't
Now I'm
know.
on Saturn. Did you switch up the pattern at least?
Meant to say Saturn.
I don't know what song that is, but I remember you talking
It's
about
literally
it.
called hot shower.
How could you not? How could you not?
I'm gonna take a hot shower.
How could
What are you talking about? How could I not? You guys know the music I listen to.
Oh.
But I thought you said you listened to the podcast, Kyle. Oof.
I do.
Now which one is
That's literally why I said I knew the part where you're like, "Oh, I meant to say Saturn or something like that." But you talked about that like 3 months ago.
No way.
Yeah.
We
talk about that every podcast.
Oh, you're
2
right.
weeks
Every
ago.
single episode. You did not talk about it 2 weeks ago. You want to bet? Which one of us actually listens to these?
There is one person here that does. So. Unless Andrew. have you made time in your music listening schedule to listen to the podcast?
Actually, when we first started out, I listened to like the first couple of episodes, but I haven't listened to it since.
So a year
Well, it's
ago.
just like because it would just be like
Listening to
remember
what we've
this,
already
you
talked
know.
about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there. I don't need
Always
to listen to
little
it.
bits that you miss and all that. And that's
Yeah.
why.
Mostly, I just listened to it for like being self-critical, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be
I mean,
like,
that's how you
okay, I
get
can
better.
improve on this, you know. Yeah.
We need to be a more professional podcast, I think.
No, I hear a lot of
Yeah,
people
we need
listen to it
we need to be like
uh,
NPR, you know.
Yeah.
no, I hear a
Yeah.
lot of people listen to this so they can fall asleep because apparently some people have soothing voices.
Jesus
Wake the fuck up!
Christ.
Are you sleeping now? I don't want anybody to be sleeping. We got too much news to discuss. Are you kidding me?
Oh
You
yeah.
kidding me? Sleeping? Sleeping?
Here we
News
are,
never
10
sleeps.
minutes in, and all that we've talked about is potentially
actually-
roofing yourself after fingering
you
your
talked
co-ed.
about
Yeah,
that.
all we have talked
Yeah, that
about.
was a
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it was
thing.
we as a collective team,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, we're good.
Yeah. Gentlemen, I'd like to share a piece of news that I think both of you would like to share, not Kyle, because nobody. I mean, Kyle, he's a guest, but he doesn't get time to share. That's
Yeah,
not how this works.
You gotta be a guest, like,
I don't know
every
if you
week.
if you've seen the show. Usually the guest goes after Logan and before Sean, but okay.
But I'd like to say, there's a certain
Venom.
character.
Oh, no.
There's a certain character that was added to a certain video game.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. This.
And it's been so awesome because the game I'm in question is Smash Bros. And I think what everybody has been talking about, what does Smash Bros need? I think they hit the nail on the head because it really did need another anime sword character.
Jigglypuff with a sword.
What are you
And
talking
so-
about? They
and so-
clearly added Waluigi to Project M.
Yeah.
The mod of Brawl. That's
I
what
did-
you're referring to, right?
I did like that they added the costume of Doom Slayer.
Doom guy?
And they added a costume for him rather than just adding the character, who would have been a much better character.
True.
Well, they've done that before. Like they did that with Sans. You know, they did
Yeah,
the Sans
Sans.
costume.
They did
Yeah,
it with,
which would have been much better.
Cuphead.
But can I just say why Kingdom Hearts of all of the
We
Because-
all no. The
We
best
want
part
the
is
actual
when,
answer.
no, Kyle, shut the fuck up. Let me speak, okay? So, Kyle, I'm gonna give you a little bit of story. Wanted me to stay at his house, but that didn't happen. So my sleepy ass woke up
Why
and got to
didn't
his
it
house
happen?
by like 8:45 or 9, which is impressive for Logan. That's very impressive. And so he already got it spoiled to him. And I was
Because
like,
I will tell you, with our time zone, it started at 7.
which is
And that was
way
the
too early for
original
Logan.
time we were gonna start because he was gonna stay the night here.
there he is.
But do you want the actual reason as to why Sora's in the game?
Because Nintendo couldn't get the rights to good characters, so they were like, who's anime? Let's
No,
get-
it was back in, I believe it was the winter of 2013. It was back in 2013. Back in prime time of Smash Bros. Wii U, right?
Mm.
They release a poll on the Nintendo website saying, "Hey guys, what character do you want in Smash Bros?"
And everybody said Master Chief because that's clearly the best option.
The number one NA answer was Sora.
Well,
And
did they ask it on Neckbeards Anonymous, or did they ask it
well,
like?
they asked it on Nintendo.
Yeah. See,
on
okay.
Nintendo's website.
If
So,
they
yeah,
asked it on like a
Neckbeards Anonymous.
website that like people who actually have seen a woman before like visited, then the answers would be a lot different for sure.
Yeah, so Sora was the number one answer for NA, and then he was the number 2 answer for Asia. In the
Yeah, and
Eastern
Asia's
side.
number one answer clearly was Master Chief because the Xbox is so
No,
popular in Asia.
It was actually probably somebody that none of you guys have heard of named Lloyd.
Pac-Man?
Lloyd, and he's in an even more like anime-esque looking video game. So
You sure
yeah,
it's not Lloyd, better known as an Lloyd, the American singer-songwriter and dancer?
it was not that guy.
Are you sure?
It is the main character from Tales of Symphonia.
Oh, that's my favorite game. Are you sure it's not this? This is Lloyd, by the way. Are you sure it's not Lloyd?
I know.
I would be surprised if it wasn't Lloyd.
He's so anime. He's got a red leather jacket. He's got like a fire sword and like an ice sword.
Kyle, are you sure it wasn't Dark Death Evil Man? When are we gonna get?
No way, that's a real character.
Yeah, we had a whole podcast about this guy being a real character. You sure it wasn't Dark Death Evil Man?
I am sure that it was not Dark Death Evil Man.
What?
But yeah, so this guy Lloyd was like the number one answer for Asia, Sora being number 2. And he had the most answers overall. So basically, ever since that poll, they've been working on trying to get him. And they finally just like cut a deal with Disney to let
Could you
them
imagine?
have
Could you imagine working so hard to do that when nobody wants the character? when we have Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man. Why not get Unlosing Ranger? He doesn't lose. He's never lost. He's unlosing.
Yeah, but then that's unfair. That's actual DLC privilege. I mean, if you guys play Smash Bros, you know, there's
Why not?
obviously DLC privilege. You
What?
know, unlosing is kind of a pretty big DLC privilege.
Can I just, if they're gonna make a broker deal with Disney, why not just get like Goofy? You know what I mean? Or just go crazy.
So the whole point of Smash is that it's video game characters. They said that the
Goofy?
character.
Goofy's in what is it? Kingdom
No,
Hearts.
but
Goofy
they
is-
said the character has to originate from a video game.
yeah,
The
Goofy.
f- The first time Goofy came out was in a video game. Is what you're telling me right now.
Yeah.
They should have thrown in Epic Mickey.
Yeah, you should have thrown in literally any other character. Um,
Where is Winston from Overwatch?
Why
That's
not?
what I was waiting for, dude. Come
Why not?
on.
we're 3 years past Overwatch's prime, but where is
3 years past, bro. Overwatch's prime was literally before the game came out, like
Yeah,
12 years ago.
I think it was fun for a few years.
Yeah, only a few though.
I'm just disappointed that Dark Death
In
Evil
me?
Man
I'm
got
sorry.
passed up. No, just why? Dark Death Evil Man. Why? Why pass him up when he is one of? By the way, Dark Death Evil Man. Do you see in the picture I put? Do you see the little yellow like
The
bottom?
yellow wolf robot man.
Yeah,
That's what I was
that is-
assuming it was, not
that
the
is
top
Dark-
right Chad man.
No, top the left guy is the Unlosing Ranger.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Top right Chad man is clearly like
Chad.
protagonist best friend guy that isn't strong enough to help him but helps mentor unlosing ranger.
Yes.
Become
Yes.
unlosing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was losing ranger before he met the Chad guy.
Yeah.
And now he's
Sigma
he's-
Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's
Sigma Chad.
deflowered Ranger because the
Oh.
Chad guy is just
He fingers his
So
coochie.
Chad.
so Chad. Yeah. There's just so many different characters that I think would be more fun to see in Smash than
Like
Literally any.
literally
an anime sword character from a game that sucks.
a
Well,
Goomba.
he looks
Why
like
is there no Goomba or Koopa Troopa?
he looks like he'll play different than other people. He looks pretty
He doesn't.
broken.
He flies around. He has a sword.
He's a floaty sword. Who
That's
else
it.
is a floaty swordy?
All
We
of them
don't-
do. They're all
we
the
don't
same.
have a floaty sword character.
They're like literally all of the same character.
He's literally lighter than Isabel, which
They
is
should-
crazy. He's
they
gonna be like
should've-
in the
they
top
should've gotten-
5 lightest characters.
They should have gotten the heavy from TF2 and put him and made him as one of the 5 lightest characters.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think that most of the DLC characters were that great.
Yeah, I definitely don't play all the DLC characters. Just like
I didn't
Joker,
even get the fighter pass
Violet,
too.
You didn't
Hero.
I don't play any
You-
of the DLC ones.
You
Like, actually, I don't.
You didn't get
Pyramithra.
Minecraft Steve? Are you kidding
I
me?
think Joker is probably my favorite one.
I think they should have put in this version of Master Chief.
That's Master Queef.
It's just
Thank
for
you.
all you audio listeners. It's just a female Master Chief Halloween costume.
Why would you ruin the immersion?
Because I am the one that's in it all the time, and I listen to the podcast in my car, and then you say something like that, and I'm like, okay, well now I gotta go check the Discord when I'm out of my car.
Yeah.
But not everybody
but
can even do that.
But it
Well,
draws
it's
you to
on
the
them.
Discord, right? And what's in
Yeah.
the Discord? Merch. And where's our merch, Kyle?
Is the merch in the Discord?
No, but just
Link in the bio.
you're
You
fucking it
fool.
up. Come on, you're fucking it up, Kyle.
It's like there's
Come
no
on.
merch here.
Come on, buy our
But
fucking merch.
They did add Master Chief to Fortnite many
They did
many
do
moons
that.
ago. Many moons ago. So
Oh yeah, like 2 months
where
ago.
where is he? Where is he in Smash Bros?
Where is she?
Well, name
Where
one
is he?
character that's in Smash and also Fortnite. Everybody knows you get one or the
Kratos.
other.
Kratos.
Tracer.
Tracer, yes. Yeah. Doom Guy's in there.
Is Doom Guy in Fortnite?
Rick and Pickle.
Pickle Rick? Is that what you're trying to say?
Rick and Pickle is in there, dude.
Dude,
He's in there.
Dude, bro.
Yeah. Cyber Demon is in there. When are they gonna add Cyber Demon?
you could just keep saying it, and we still won't know what you're talking about
never-
until you
Cyber
post a
Demon.
photo.
You ever played
Cyber
Doom?
Demon.
Cyber Demon? You ever played
Cyber
Doom
Demon.
before?
Oh, I had no idea this character's name
Dude.
was Cyber Demon.
Cyber Demon, right here. When are they
Yeah.
gonna add Cyber Demon to
Yo,
to the
he
game?
kind of looks like Sean though.
what?
Yeah, he does.
No. This one's
The eyes.
no.
This one's more like Adam, but
This one's more like me.
ooh, that is a pretty good representation of you.
Yeah. I'm just disappointed at Sora. There's so many other interesting, fun
Like
characters.
who? You haven't even listed a single person
Cyber
besides
Demon.
Master
Literally
Chief.
I literally said Master Chief, Kratos, Gordon
Cyber
Freeman,
Demon.
Waluigi,
Yeah, but-
Duke Nukem. Oh, they
You
wouldn't
did
add
not
Duke
even
Nukem.
say Duke Nukem.
They wouldn't add Duke Nukem, but how cool, man! How cool would Duke Nukem be?
Haku.
They could add Doom Guy in there. They could do Master Chief and then a costume of Arbiter. Come on, how you gonna forget about Arbiter?
Sean,
I-
would you have
I
even
think they-
preferred to see Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Tomb Raider. All of these characters, Kyle.
What about the
Well,
guy from Ape Escape?
All of those characters are
Spike.
also more iconic than.
And Sora from
Yeah, I didn't
anime.
even know who that was.
Yeah.
What
when
are you
they
talking
first
about?
announced it.
You don't even know who that was. You know how many times in this podcast alone you've spoken about Kingdom Hearts?
If you don't know the character,
Yeah, that
name,
doesn't mean I know any of the characters, Kyle.
we know Goofy.
Oh,
we
you're
know
right.
Sully.
The main
We know
character
Sully
is
from
named
Monster Inc.
Goofy.
They could add Marcus Phoenix. You kidding me? They could add Nathan Drake. There's so many characters, Kyle.
Like how
There's so many characters.
Ron just keeps reverting to PlayStation exclusive video games.
Yeah,
Kratos,
Master
Nathan
Chief and Marcus Finks and Laura Croft are all PlayStation exclusive.
I mean, yeah.
Yes. PlayStation exclusive on Fortnite is what you mean to say.
Exactly. My bad.
Yeah, but instead we get fucking
Weeb. Neckbeard weeb. Got him.
I feel bad because it is like the ultimate Kyle game because it has Disney stuff in it.
I mean, it's a fun game, but no, I wouldn't say it's like my
Yeah.
favorite.
It is fun.
Well, the reason that
Which
I think
one?
I find it fun
Which one
is
is
the
the fun one?
nostalgia. Number 2. Kingdom Hearts 2, I think, is the only
But
like
what about
actual one that
2.5 remix?
that I
365 divided by 2. That's a good one.
I have not played that one, but it is about my favorite character from the game, so it might be pretty good.
Dude, have you seen an explanation of the timeline for the game? You have to go to school and like major in Kingdom Hearts studies in order to understand
I mean, it's not that bad. You just have to watch like a 4-hour YouTube video.
Yeah, a 4-hour YouTube video that sounds like, it sounds like when Donkey tried to explain Metal Gear Solid storyline. It's just
Metal
4
Gear.
hours straight of that kind of storyline. Oh my god.
My
Oh
cat
my
just knocked over my water bottle. I don't know if you guys heard that.
They
I
could
thought you
add,
just
we
walked
could
out the door.
yeah. They could add Thanos from Fortnite.
Oh, you're right. Thanos from Fortnite.
Yeah. It's just, it's just disappointing.
I don't know.
Just-
Can you please enlighten me?
I can. Do you know the feeling, Logan, when your balls become bright blue?
When they actually turn bright blue, or the
Yeah.
feeling of them turning bright blue?
Both.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now from this announcement.
So chlamydia.
Yeah. Yeah. I got an STI from this announcement. And the worst
did
part
I
is
get
Sora's
one?
not even the best character in Kingdom Hearts. He's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, why not add the best characters? in
Yeah. Why don't
Kingdom
they
Hearts?
add boobs? And
Which would
boobs?
be who?
Which would, of course, be Roxas. Roxas.
Roxas. That is my favorite character that I was just talking about.
Or, of course, Yen Sid. Yen Sid would be the best character, for sure. Everybody's
Sasha?
favorite... Everybody's
Sid.
favorite fucking character, Yen Sid.
Well, Yensid isn't even like, again, he doesn't originate from the video game.
Yeah, but
It's-
here's Yen Sid. Here's Yen Sid. That's a good character right there.
yeah, it's,
Did you know his
Merlin.
name was Yen Sid? I didn't know that.
I did.
Oh yes, I remember that game, Wizard 101.
Yeah, yeah. Where's my Wizard 101 character in Smash? Where's my Dinosaur King characters? Why can't we get
Where's my Fossil Fighters characters?
Yeah, where is Larxen? Larxen?
What?
Larxene? Larxen?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Larxen,
Oh,
the savage nymph,
Oh,
is the
I
nobody
believe
of
it's just
Elite.
Larzen.
Reading anything on the Kingdom Hearts wiki, I get like secondhand embarrassment just reading
Nah,
it.
dude. Look at Axel. Axel's the man.
Wait. Larxen is the group's only female member?
Correct.
That's a woman?
They have to be all inclusive, bro.
Duffed.
This is
I
a
don't
woman.
think having one female character is all inclusive, Kyle.
I didn't know that was a woman. I thought that was a man. I thought that was a.
Clearly, you need to reevaluate.
I need to spend more time reading about.
What they should have done, though,
Entis.
is just throw the entire Organization 13 in the game as one playable character. You just play as all 13 of them.
Organization what? Oh my
13.
god, that is this is like, can you imagine like walking in on this group and like just the embarrassment, the shame that you'd feel being like in the same species.
Or not being as cool as.
Oh my god.
Why do
Was
they
this
have keys?
like, Kyle, was this what emo night was like?
Nah. Emo Night was better
Oh, what
Kyle,
about
why do the two in the middle have keys?
because their keyblade.
Isn't that Sora? Isn't
Wait,
Sora in there?
No, the guy in the middle that has a keyblade, that's Roxas.
Oh right.
Who
Oh,
actually is Sora, but I'm not
Oh
going
my
to get into why.
come on.
What the fuck?
Come on. What about
Sora's
Azim?
no good.
Ansem the Wise is the Sage King
Ansem.
of Radiant Green,
No,
or
you
Radiant
don't.
Garden. During Kingdom Hearts' birth by sleep, in order to protect his people from darkness, he spent much of his time studying the heart with his apprentice, but was eventually exiled to the realm of darkness, where they
No, what they needed to add was our
is
boy
Jiminy Cricket. They needed to add Jiminy Cricket into the game.
Xehanort here. Would you be surprised if I told you all 5 of those people are the same man?
I wouldn't. You know,
Okay.
I probably wouldn't be surprised. But what if I told you that Xanor, is that his name? Xanor?
It's Xehanort. But
What if
yeah.
Xanort? I'm sorry, I forgot the T.
Nort.
What if I told you Xehanort was also the same guy as Jiminy Cricket?
But he's not, because you
What
see
if I
them
told
both
you
in the
that-
video game at the same time.
What if I told you
Even
they're both
though
the same character? What if what if I told you Xehanort? Kyle, are you listening? What if I told you Xehanort was the same character as Pete, Goofy's cousin? What if I
Why
told
has he
you?
got such a big fupa?
what do you gotta make fun of his fupa for? Andrew? Let a
It's
man
just
have
massive.
let a man have his fupa.
That's
What
the
if I
biggest
told
fupa I
you-
ever seen.
What if I told you Luxord, the gambler of fates, is rank
Okay.
X within the organization 13? What if he possesses the power of time manipulation? Oh, maybe he's like Doctor Who, and uses his ability to force his opponents to play timed games.
What a time game.
I'm kind of fucking got tears in my eyes. This is so embarrassing.
instead of Sora, we should have got Vanitas, which is
This is-
just Dark Boy
I feel-
Sora.
I feel embarrassed just for now knowing some of this, you know?
This is like reading somebody's like diary. It's just like I feel bad for reading it. You know what I mean?
This feels like a fan fiction.
yeah, this should have stayed buried.
I mean, it kind of is a fan fiction of like Final Fantasy and
Literally,
Disney.
Final Fantasy meets Disney. Somebody
Yeah.
just wanted to see Goofy get his nut off.
Exactly.
Anime characters. God, this is so awful. And people defend this like tooth and nail.
Yeah, I do not defend that the story is not convoluted in
crazy part, the
any
people-
sense of the world.
The crazy part is people. The only reason they defend it is because of the story, because the gameplay is just like boring, like action RPG. It's like cookie cutter. You know what I mean? It's cookie cutter, but then people will be like, "Oh yeah, but you can do a move that has the teacups from Disneyland," and everybody's like, "Oh okay, well then it's good."
Yeah, I mean
But
that's
you know
how
what I
it
mean?
works.
Like, it's you can't tell me that a game which has Sora, the main character, having a heart-to-heart with the one and only Winnie the Pooh. You can't tell me that an image like this isn't somewhat embarrassing.
Yo, Winnie the Pooh got a fupa too.
Well, Winnie the Pooh has earned his fupa. Winnie the Pooh, you get a fupa like that after you spent enough time.
Also, why does his mouth look like Mitch McConnell?
It does though. It does. Oh, it's like a human, or it's like a demon in a human skin. You know what I mean? Andrew knows.
I
what
don't
mean.
know what you mean. Can you please explain it to me in 4K?
What?
Yeah, please.
Why does Sora have such a... This is Sora in this picture with Winnie the Pooh, right?
I think.
Yes.
Or is
Why-
that
Why
the
does he have such big
Rock
pants? But like they end right at his calves, and he's got
Yes,
these
look how
skinny
big his
calves, right? And then he's got the
Because he's a
big ass
Pokemon
shoes.
trainer.
Yeah, look at how big his shoes are. Like he's gonna make the people from Gears of War blush. Look how fucking big his shoes are. You kidding me? This is a real game. This is a real game that Disney greenlit.
Yeah, his shoes aren't even that big in that image.
Are they
They
getting
got
bigger?
smaller.
Yeah, are they as big as Ventus?
In game
Ventus?
1, they used to be freaking chunky boys.
Pooh-wee. That's worthy of a sheesh right there.
Sure.
Yeah. Good lord.
But then in Smash Bros, they made his shoes even bigger compared to his body. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, good lord. That guy's gonna have a hard time just like, you guys have size 22? No, we don't. Sir, that's size 22?
Why is he, they're literally clown shoes, man.
They're literally clown shoes, I know. Maybe it's saying something about the game.
Yeah.
What is it saying about the game?
I don't know, something
I'm
about
the Joker, baby.
something about clowns. Master Iracus. Iroquois. Master Iroquois. How do you say this, Kyle? How do you say Iroquois?
The Iroquois Nation?
Yeah, Eraqus. Iroquois. He also
He-
serves as the second master of Ventus. Who's Ventus?
Ventus is Roxas, kind of, but after his mind gets erased.
What
I'm
the-
pretty sure it's Eric's, is how they pronounce it in the game.
So
Because I know that
Roxas.
they call him Eric a bit,
So
so I
okay.
think it's Eric's.
So Roxas is Sora, but Ventus is Roxas.
Yeah, so TLDR, Sora, after game number 2, goes sleepy sleep.
Okay.
Or no, after game 1. Game 2, you wake up as what's called a nobody. So in the video game, there's nobodies.
Oh, just like the people who are playing it.
Yeah, and heartlesses. So heartlesses is where like, your soul like leaves your body, and then the husk that's left over is a nobody. Okay? And so then Sora's nobody is Roxas. And then he ends up, joining that organization 13, and that's why he's a Keyblade wielder.
Oh, right.
But then it turns out that, he had his brain, like his mind erased, and he used to be Ventus,
Oh.
who was one of like the 5 original Keyblade masters. He was one of them.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so it was Professor Eric's, that Xehanort guy that was that old man, but also 4 other guys with white hair.
He's also young. He's also
Yeah.
young Xehanort, yeah.
Yeah.
After seeing their bond Buzz has with Woody and their owner, Xehanort conclude. So where do the Disney characters fit in, Kyle? Where do the Disney characters fit in?
So how the game works is you go around from Disney World to Disney World, and what you have to do is you have to seal away the heart gates or kingdom gates or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called. Basically, you go to a world, it's overrun by heartless, and then some of the worlds have a bunch of nobodies. You just bada bop boom bam, clap the cheeks of all those guys. Usually, like, the final boss of the world is like the main bad guy of that Disney franchise. After you do that, this giant keyhole pops up in the sky, and then you aim your cool key sword thing at it. It does a cool laser beam, and then it just goes chink, and then like locks it up.
This is cool and all, but you didn't explain why they're Disney. Why Disney? What does Disney have to do with any of this? Why are the worlds
That's
they're going
part of
to
the world. That's just the world.
It's just Disney? There's no explanation
That
to
sounds
why.
like hell.
Yeah,
No.
it
Well,
does.
it's just like, why is Disney Disney? It's
What do you
just
think
because
it was
that's
created by
what
Walt
it's
Disney?
made.
Walt?
Yeah, but like in the world of Disney, why is it the world of Disney?
Well, because
like-
they're each their individual stories. It'd be weird if like you had Buzz Lightyear just hanging out with all the people from Frozen in the movies. Like they're all their own
Yeah,
separate
but
films. Their
That's
story.
why they're all on their own worlds in the game.
Yeah, but
See?
no, because I see Hercules hanging out with Sora, Goofy, and Donald Duck.
That's because so Mickey was also a Keyblade wielder.
Of course he was. Oh,
Yeah, and so he sent Donald and Goofy to help Sora, like, bring peace back to all the Disney worlds.
right. Because Disney worlds weren't peaceful.
No, because all the Heartless were running around.
Right. Where does Mulan fighting Genghis Khan? Where does Genghis Khan come into this? Where's Genghis?
I believe Mulan's world is in game number 2.
Yeah,
It's
and they fight Genghis. They fight Genghis Khan.
I mean, is that the name of the bad guy?
Of the
in
bad guy,
Mulan?
because Mulan was literally based on
Yes,
the
I
invasion of
understand.
the Mongols.
But
by-
I thought for a bit that they switched the name of him. But is it legitimately just Genghis? I don't know. I don't
They might have
watch
switched the
shows
name.
a lot.
I think
His
he's
name
actually
is-
supposed to be a Hun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he might
thought
be
was
Attila the Hun.
just-
You're right. He might be
yeah.
Attila the Hun.
That's,
But either way,
yeah,
based on a real guy.
I don't know about Attila, but I think he's supposed to be a Hun.
yeah.
What? Are you Attila the Hun right now with me? Are you Attila and me? Are you playing Total War Attila? From 2015? That was a
His
real
name
game?
his name is Shan Yu, and he's just a Hun. Okay, thank
Just
you
a
very
Hun.
much.
Just a Hun.
Yeah, he's just some Hun.
Can I just say that I love that this game has the audacity to make the main storyline about nobodies based on all of the people who enjoy the game.
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
the
They named
nobodies.
him-
Pretty revolutionary for its
they just-
time.
namesake. Yeah, crazy.
The nobodies weren't added until game 2. So after game 1, they realized that only nobodies were playing.
Nobody's played.
So
Only
then
husks
they-
who had their souls taken were playing this game.
Yeah.
So their souls taken by Disney. What's gonna be really sad, or maybe ironic, is that in Kingdom Hearts 4 and in Super Smash Bros, the only way you can play Sora is you have to verify your Disney Plus membership.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Which-
that's just obvious.
Which I think is a bit. I paid for the DLC pack, but
But did
anything
buy
for
Disney
Disney.
Plus.
Anything for Disney. I'll donate to Disney. They don't make enough money as is. They're kind of a small indie company, so I'll donate my own money.
They really don't. I'm surprised that you've even heard of them.
Yeah. I think Andrew probably agrees. He's been to their tiny little amusement park once, and he said that it's kind of looking like they're struggling.
Yeah, I don't know if they're even gonna make it through the year.
It's kind of Nintendo didn't want to embarrass them, but they did say that the Disney checks have bounced, which they didn't want to
was
embarrass
declined.
the public, but that's something we've had to deal with is our Disney checks bounced. So it's
Yeah.
like
Get
who
your shit
runs
together,
Disney?
Disney.
Disney now?
Who
Disney.
runs it?
Who's
Mickey
know.
Mouse.
CFO.
oh right
Walt
Bob
Disney.
Bob Chapek Bob Chapak Bob Chep Bob
Bob the
Bob
Builder.
Chappelle?
Chapek Chapek.
Your
Chapek.
guess is as good as mine.
Scarlett Johansson now runs Disney.
Oh yeah, did you hear about all the money she got?
Oh, she settled?
Well, they were like, please just take, I think it was 40 million, 400 million, something like that.
400 million?
It was just some ridiculous amount of money.
Damn. Because
Damn, indeed.
I'll take 400 million.
Let's see. We're looking it up. Give me
We're
one
looking
second.
it up? I'll give you 2 seconds. All right.
1,
Yeah.
2.
Oh, it's too late. Too late.
Who? 40 million.
3.
Oh, 40 million. She sold herself out for 40 million.
Well, and then
Sounds about
she
right.
said that she is excited for her future in Marvel. So I'm assuming they're like,
Oh,
here's
God.
40 million. Also, we're signing you up for like 3 more movies or something like
Died,
that.
didn't she?
Yeah,
And
which is
Scarlett-
why. But they brought in like this whole like phase is all about the multiverse. So I'm sure they're just gonna be like, oh,
Sure.
multiverse Black Widow, let's yoink her.
Yes, I love the multiverse. When is Sora gonna come in from the multiverse?
I'm not
Sora's already there.
supposed to announce, but it's actually coming in 2023. But you guys did not hear it from me.
I'm gonna say I did hear from you though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Kyle, could you give
don't
me
tell Chipheck.
could you give me the TLDR on the lingering will?
To
That is
live?
the discarded Keyblade armor of Terra, containing the remnants of its former wearer's soul. Can you give me the rundown on the lingering will?
Yeah, on Terra and like all that whole stuff. Okay, so they kind of made this video game. That's the one that I actually know the most about, Birth by Sleep, because it was on the PSP.
Oh my
And
god.
it was one of like the 3 games that I played on the PSP. That's the one, where I was saying like Roxas is Ventus.
Yeah,
And he was one of the original 5. So if you guys
Oh.
don't know, Ventus means air. He had like 2 other classmates that were taught by Professor Eric or whatever his name was, Ericos, and they were Aqua, which is water, and
No
Terra,
way.
which is earth.
Yeah.
So in
But
the
where's
game,
the airbenders?
you do
Where
get
are
to play the story as like 3 times. You play it as all 3 of them. You get to pick in whatever order, and that was kind of hype that like you're watching the same. Me as a younger child was like, this is kind of sick, dude.
Yeah, like sick to my stomach, but
Yeah, and so it's basically just like Star Wars, where Terra is like pulled to the dark side, and the whole like campaign by him is Xehanort is trying to get him to become a bad boy, and he's
Well-
like, "Nah, dog, and then
He
Has
said
Star
raw
Wars
dog.
has Star Wars made its appearance because it's now Disney?
no, it has not made its appearance yet. At least a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I mean, maybe it did," but a bunch of people were like, "Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 should have Avengers and also Star Wars now," but I never heard about that, so I was gonna assume it's not. I never played 3 because I heard it was complete utter trash compared to the other ones who are which are just kind of not bad.
What?
But like
They're all
gameplay wise, just gameplay wise is what I'm referring to.
But you're forgetting about the really important story events of Kingdom Hearts 358 divided by 2 days.
That's the one I have not played, and that's the
On the
one.
Nintendo DS. Have
Yeah,
you
that's
not
the
played?
one. That's the one because I didn't have a 3DS, and
This
I
is
would
just for
definitely not emulate a game that I don't own.
it was just for the
Exactly.
DS. Just for the DS. It wasn't
Or
for the
yeah,
3D.
whatever. I didn't have.
This
I,
had
I didn't have a DS at that time,
the
but
amazing scene where I'm gonna assume
they
this
have
is not
popsicles on a like chapel building. Is
yes.
that what you're referring? Yeah, I
And
knew
they're all
exactly what you're referring to.
they're all in little black robes and they're having popsicles.
Yeah, it's Organization 13. That's the game that's mostly about Roxas and his life as Organization 13, but I don't know, like, that's the one part that I don't know about Roxas is because
Yeah.
I've never played that game.
Well, that's it's like that's some of the hidden lore. You're not supposed to know about Roxas yet. All right, that's gonna come in the manga.
Oh, yeah. Might be.
Just looking at like the cover art and stuff for these games is just like
Beautiful.
somebody was smoking something. Look at this. Look at this cover art. It's like anime
Yeah.
and then Mickey Mouse in like in like Satan worshiper robes.
Yeah, well, because Mickey Mouse was undercover in Organization 13, and they didn't know it was Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
Even though he's
Mickey
like
Mouse?
2 feet tall.
They didn't know it was Mickey Mouse.
That looks like the Mickey Mouse that took me into the bathroom at Disneyland.
Oh, this is the storyline I'm gonna follow now. Can you give us the TLDR, Andrew, on what Mickey Mouse did to you?
You know, I'm kind of blanking on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't
No,
think we should
he
bring
took
that
me into
up.
the bathroom and he put some water from the sink into this cup and he had me drink it. And I don't really remember anything after that.
Oh no! Are you
Guys,
sure
we're
it
gonna
was-
lose our Disney
I woke up-
sponsorship.
I woke up in a stall.
Oh no!
That's good. At least you woke up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Were the pants on or off when you woke up?
I wasn't wearing any pants to begin with.
That
Oh.
explains a lot.
Oh damn! So what you're saying is you went to Burning Man, not Disney World?
Maybe it could have been. I don't remember.
Yeah. Andrew secretly has always been a festival girl this whole time. Why wear clothes when I could dance naked? I ask myself that very question every day.
But do you dance naked?
See, I'm a bit nervous. I'm a bit nervous, you know.
That's why you ask the questions.
Yeah.
So are
Yeah.
we done with Kingdom Hearts now?
Well, you know,
I mean,
we
we
could.
are
How,
50
where
Were
do
we
you,
ever
minutes
really
in.
done with Kingdom Hearts?
how does Crash Bandicoot fit into Kingdom Hearts lore? How does
He doesn't,
Crash?
because he's not in it.
It's not the answer I wanted.
But it's unfortunately the correct answer. You did bring me on the Kingdom Hearts expert.
Where does Crash Bandicoot fit in? Where do I get this Crash Bandicoot costume? Can somebody tell me where to buy this?
That's
costume?
beautiful.
I mean, you clicked on it on like Google Images, so I'm sure that if you just go to the website, you could probably purchase it there.
Well, you know, I guess. But I'd rather have the information from a first-hand source. You know what I'm saying?
Are we first-hand sources
Yeah.
on where to find Crash Bandicoot Halloween costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense. I'm sorry.
Damn. Was there any other big Nintendo news besides Sora?
Nintendo news?
Yeah, didn't they have like
Uh,
a whole exhibit or thing that they did?
No. It
Direct?
was literally just
Oh.
a Smash.
Yeah, you
Oh.
guys didn't really talk about the direct. I mean, Logan just said that they blue balled him for the Smash character, but in the direct they announced new Kirby game that's gonna be like, it looks like Mario Odyssey but Kirby game, so that might be kind of hype. And that was about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that sounds exciting. So many reasons to buy a Nintendo Switch, am I right? So
I
many.
mean, you already own a Nintendo Switch, but you
So-
never play with me because you hate me.
So many games that you can
This is
play.
true. We do hate Kyle.
We
Yeah,
have
see.
we have a like 6-year-old Mario Kart port that they sell for $60. You can play
Yep.
that game. We have Zelda.
The 20-year-old port too. Don't forget the 20-year-old.
Yeah, we have a 20-year-old port of old Mario games, and that's it. That's the games. I always laugh though when people are like, "Oh, dude, this if you want to like play games, you got to get a Switch because that's where all the games are." It's like there are like 3 games, and they're all $60.
Yeah,
Like-
when you like break down the amount of like actual Nintendo titles that are specifically for your Switch, it's kind of sad. Like the Switch came out in what, like 2018 or something like that now?
Yeah,
Like even earlier than that. And the amount of games they have that are main titles for the games are like Luigi's Mansion 3 is like the biggest one.
yeah.
Whoa,
gotta play-
Animal Crossing.
And
Yeah,
that
gotta-
says something.
It does, yeah. I just
I mean, there's
It's
also
surprised.
Smash Bros. But
get surprised when people are always like, "That's you gotta get a
Oh,
Switch,"
yeah.
and
There's like 4 or 5 games
yeah, like
that
goddamn,
aren't ported and remade.
also, Sean, to make you very happy, they announced that you can pay a subscription fee a month to now play N64 and Sega Genesis games.
no way. You know what's so crazy
And-
about that? I was just thinking I could do that, but I can do that on my computer for free. So that's
But
cool.
you can also pay $50 to get an N64 controller, but it's wireless.
No way.
Yeah.
No, you know what was crazy? I was just thinking the other day that the one that I own that has a cord is useless. I should buy another one.
Exactly. You can get a
Oh.
brand new N64 controller that's wireless.
Wow. Wow. Nintendo, they're always so smart with
Or a
marketing.
Sega Genesis.
Yeah, they're always so smart. They're always so ahead of the times with marketing. They always know just the wrong thing to put out right when. Oh, did you want new games? Did you want new games on the Switch console? We're not going to do that, but we are going to charge you for emulated games that we're going to put on here.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
I think that's just so smart. I
you
think that's
have to
just
do
so
that.
smart. I think Nintendo got very, very, very lucky having their games be as popular as they did because outside of like having good games, like first party games, they're just like a fucking dumbass company.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they've really just dug into the emulation thing. They're like, we can finally just emulate our games because everybody does it. But now they have to pay for it.
I'm not saying either that like other game companies are better. Like Xbox is kind of dumb too.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
they're
but
doing
Xbox has
they're,
been making some moves.
they're doing a good thing with Game Pass at least, but that'll be ruined soon. You know what I mean?
It has to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a great thing right now, so that means in like a year from now, they're gonna find some way to ruin it. But it's like game companies haven't been exactly known for their intelligence, for their marketing prowess, but
Yeah, look at Blizzard.
yeah, well, Blizzard's a whole other can of worms.
Blizzard is the best. We love
they-
Blizzard, right?
I was right in that they were gonna
No.
rename McCree, right?
Yes, they are renaming McCree. I don't think they've said like what it's to yet still. But
Probably McCrew.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be reverse
Well,
cowgirl.
Yes, yeah. It's gonna be the Western DPS character.
Yeah, but they also said that like
You okay?
that my cat just like ran straight into my microphone and headbutted it.
Yeah.
But they did announce that they are just rushing Overwatch 2 to be out in summer of 2022. So maybe they'll just wait and be like, oh, when that comes out as an unfinished game, that is going to finally like be the final nail in the coffin of Overwatch that has been dying forever.
I think it's so weird that they have to announce they're rushing. Like they haven't had like 3-4 years of working on this game. What do you mean you're
Even though
rushing?
they can reuse half of the same mechanics from the first
Yeah.
one.
Like what
It's
do you
not
mean?
even a new game. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it's literally just like they're updating graphics. They're just switching the engine over. Like Overwatch 1 is just switching over to Overwatch 2. The only difference is that Overwatch 2 will have a story mode. But if you're still playing Overwatch 1, you get the update of the new graphics, you get the new engine, you get all of that stuff. You just don't get the story mode.
Oh.
So,
So it's
just DLC basically, and it's like it's
what's
taking.
rushing them? I don't understand what's like.
Yeah.
And so many baffling decisions. It just reminds me a ton of when, like, people were not worried. Oh, and I know people are treating Overwatch 2 a lot differently than they did like Cyberpunk. But remember when people were like, "Oh, what? I heard rumors that the devs are rushing Cyberpunk," and it's like, what do you mean they're rushing Cyberpunk? They've been working on it for 8 years.
Yeah,
And then
it's not
obviously
rushing.
after it comes out, it's revealed that they essentially like 3 or 4 years in like scrapped the whole game and like redid it, and all sorts of like crazy bonkers stuff. But I have like, with how much turmoil is going on in the Blizzard office, like at least that's what's been reported.
Yeah.
Like I can't envision Overwatch 2 even being remotely successful. Like.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why they're trying to rush it now. It's because everybody's like, "Oh, look at all the bad things Blizzard's done and Activision," and they're like, "Oh, but look, game is coming out soon."
Yeah, it's gonna be so awesome.
But game.
I can't wait to have less
they're
of my
like-
friends be able to play it with me because they took away one of the major roles.
Yeah, and oh, dude, it's gonna suck.
I don't understand why they did that either. I guess playtesting, but I don't think anybody's complaining
It
that
is.
there were too many people in one match.
So the thing about it is, tanks are always good, and Blizzard could not figure out how to make tanks not OP. So instead, all they're doing is just getting rid of one of the tanks.
You're talking about make tanks OP, but they're only listening to like competitive players, like
Correct. It's like people who are in like the top 5% of the game feel that way.
'cause,
Like
like-
me, I feel that way, but that's because like, and
you're
I play
top
tanks. That's a reason I play tanks.
you're in top 5% as well. We should
Yeah.
let everybody know.
Yes.
I
And
will go ahead and say that as a representative of the other 95%, tanks are not overpowered at all.
yeah.
Tanks are frustrating to play because I die all of the
Yeah.
time, and then your
Tanks-
teammates just blame you.
Tanks
for
are
dying.
only OP and like broken if not only you know how to play the game, but your entire team knows how to play around a tank playing correctly and positioning right.
That's why Andrew is the #1 Snorlax in the entire world. Is because he can play with his team. Andrew.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so basically what they did is instead of making tanks OP, I feel like the reason they did it, they buffed all the tanks, so now tanks are still going to be good, but they've also super buffed all the DPS, and I think they're just trying to make DPS super crazy good because they realize that that's what a majority of people play as to have fun, and they're like, oh, we'll just make them just absolutely kill everybody.
Yeah, but roll queues
So-
is gonna be a thing, right?
Yeah,
Because everybody's just gonna
so-
play DPS.
Yeah, well, so that's another reason that they got rid of a tank, because now queues will be faster because
Yes.
like with the people there were barely anybody playing tank already, and that's why it took so long. But now like each one of those tanks is only in one game instead of having to find 2 per game. So
Damn. Or this is just a crazy thought. They could just spend time fixing how tanks work. in the
no,
game.
not allowed.
You
Just
and
get
that's-
rid of it.
That's a crazy thought. And
Just press the delete button.
I do want to have, like, on a serious note, I do want to say that while we are taking the piss out of Blizzard, like, I get that it's not so cut and dry to, like, balance game and stuff, but, like, damn, it's just so frustrating to see something that had a game I once loved that had, like, so much potential just have nothing. Like, it's unprecedented the fact that a game like Overwatch has gone like 2 years without new content. Like literally any new content besides like a few skins. That's unprecedented. That's like shocking.
It's just crazy because that is a game that I had always said that I'd probably never like stop playing realistically. That I would always just play a bit here and there, and yeah, I'd play less and less. But I have literally not I've opened that game one time in the past 6 months.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed. However, they did just add another deathmatch map.
Oh.
Woo! That's what we've got in the past 2 years. We've got 2 deathmatch maps.
Yeah, Andrew, what is your favorite deathmatch map?
And why is it the new Italy map?
It's Tracer.
Yes, yes. Andrew is a big Overwatch fan.
All right,
Andrew,
boys.
did you ever even play Overwatch?
We're out of time, boys.
Oh, okay.
We're
Excuse me?
overtime.
No way.
We're in overtime.
We wouldn't do that.
Never.
Never.
All right.
Andrew, hit us with your fake recommendation this time.
My fake recommendation
Uh-huh.
is to watch the movie Zodiac because they just discovered who the Zodiac killer was. They just figured it out.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Is it really?
like today, as of this recording.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, and also it's a pretty good movie. Normally, I'm not into like historical movies, despite being into history. I just don't like historical movies very much. But yeah, good movie.
David Fincher.
Got, I think it was one of the first movies that like revitalized Robert Downey Jr.'s career.
Yeah.
Like around that same time as like Iron Man 1 and
Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
and what was the Sherlock movie?
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Zodiac is it's a very good thriller.
Yeah. It's a David Fincher film.
Yeah.
For those who are unaware of David Fincher, he does like very gritty crime drama stuff. And for all of you basic bitches out there, he directed Fight Club. So there you go. Now he's your favorite director of all time, apparently, because Fight Club's the greatest movie ever. Even though Seven is a better movie, but whatever. That is an interesting recommendation. I haven't seen Zodiac yet. I think the reason I haven't seen it is because I think it's kind of long, right? It's like 2.5 hours.
It is pretty long. That's one thing that kind of works against it. But
Yeah.
My turn.
I guess if we must.
Yay! So
If we have to.
I was browsing through my Xbox Game Pass on PC, and we all know how much Logan likes Slay the Spire, correct?
What's
Awesome.
that?
There's a game called Monster Train. Check it out. It's not. I don't think it's as good as Slay the Spire, but it's got the same style and feel where you like. It's like a little different variation of it, but ultimately it's the same game, just a little bit more in depth of the mechanics. But yeah, I don't know. It's fun. That's it.
Is it me? Is it me?
Is it you?
It's
It is.
technically it's Kyle,
No.
but
Well, Kyle. What? Why would it be Kyle? Kyle goes
because
last.
fuck you.
I mean, that's kind of how it's always gone, which is something I've always thought was weird. Whenever you guys have a guest, you usually throw them in between Logan and Sean.
That's because Sean has to carry us home because he's the
Right.
anchor.
Right.
Okay. Well, does that mean it's me or him?
It
now?
is. It means it's you.
Okay. I would recommend playing Nickelodeon All Stars
All right,
Brawl.
Sean, you're up.
However, don't play the actual game. Only play the sports game modes because that was the only fun part. Logan and I played those for a bit and it was pretty good, you know? Playing Tommy Ball and Plankton Ball, I recommend.
Plankton.
why are
yeah.
they balls?
Because they're sports. You play sports, there's a ball, and then you knock them through a hoop,
I
which
thought it
is
was
actually a
fighting game.
star. It is a fighting game, and that's like the casual game mode of it, but the actual fighting game of it is like people who are fans of Smash Bros. Melee, which is already a pretty clunky and outdated game, made an even more clunky and like outdated version of it. and so it's just very clunky feeling. But playing the sports versions were just better.
Yes.
Oh.
So
But
yeah, do
was-
that instead.
Was Toph good? Was Toph a good character?
I
I
mean,
hated
Toph. Yeah, Logan hated Toph. Toph was okay, but like, and I feel like Toph is good if like good melee players play them, but we don't play that clunky game. And this is an even clunkier version of a clunky game. So it's very tough to play. It takes a lot of like practice, I guess. Not that it's hard, it's just like clunky. Like you have to play it. It feels like it was made in like Flash. Like it was made on like GIMP by a middle schooler who has played Melee before.
Oh.
But it's on sale on Steam right now.
Oh, good, good.
It was on sale day one of the game. $50 game you could buy for $40 right now.
Oh, that's a steal. That's a steal.
But instead of doing that, force one of your friends to buy it and then just play with them.
I'm gonna do my recommendation now.
Okay.
And we had talked a little bit about Nintendo having a wonderful idea for a Game Pass for old emulated games that you have to pay for. And so my recommendation, and all right, don't tell anybody I said this, all right? But if you go on the internet and you Google, and all right, this is some top secret stuff, so this is why we saved it for the end of the podcast. If you Google N64 emulator, you can download an emulator that you could play these games on for free. All right. So,
Yeah, but only if you already own the game, guys. Obviously,
Yeah.
you have to
Wink,
have
wink.
purchased
Yeah,
the game before.
it's a great point. I don't endorse, stealing video games. Obviously, it is something that you can definitely do and is easy to find, but I don't endorse it personally. I don't endorse it.
Correct.
So, definitely don't Google any of the websites that you could download a game on the N64 or any of the old consoles up to PS3 emulators. Don't do that. Make sure you own the game first. But you could do that, so I that's just a little hint, hint. I think we can all agree, that we should keep this quiet. Not a lot of people know about emulation. It's kind of a low key thing, so
Yeah.
we should all just, so anybody who's listening to this, zip your lips, take it to the grave, but
We're trusting you.
I'm just telling you right now that there is in fact ways. So Nintendo, I'm sorry, but you've been thwarted. All right.
I'm pretty sure it's thwarted,
I know what I said.
but it's fine.
I'm glad we could sort this out.
Yeah.
I'm thwarting.